What we are waking up to, though, is a bit of change in our weather pattern again, and that means the return of those gray skies across the central coast. They have filled the bay and have moved into many of our valley locations. We are dealing with some patchy fog and some light drizzle as well. Again, the future track has trouble kind of reconnecting these days, so just pretend with me that those low clouds have filled into the valleys. Again, we're going to see them around the bay, Hollister, parts of Hollister. Most of Hollister is actually pretty clear right now, but the Santa Clara Valley does have some of those low clouds. And I say this because this is looking at 7 a.m. We are still going to see those low clouds remaining with us up until about that 9-10 a.m. hour, and then they'll start to clear from those interior locations. We are going to see mostly sunny skies out there today. We will also have some clearing on the north side of the bay. Now we are going to have some gusty winds out of the west-northwest. That's going to keep those low clouds on the southern and eastern portion of the bay, but a clearing on the north side of the bay. Once we have those stronger wind gusts, it's kind of hard for that marine layer to stabilize around most of the coast, so that's why we're going to have some clearing on the north side of the bay today. If we weren't seeing those gusty winds, we might be dealing with more of a June gloom kind of day today. But those low clouds will fill back in as we head into the overnight hours, moving into our valley locations overnight. I do think our marine layer will deepen a little bit more so tomorrow morning, which means we could see some of these low clouds spilling over into some of our farther interior locations tomorrow morning. So expecting a little bit more cloud cover tomorrow morning. Let's talk about those winds real quickly. Nothing crazy here, but we will have gustier conditions this afternoon, especially on the southern eastern portion of the bay, up and down the Salinas Valley. So our valley locations will see some of the stronger gusts this afternoon, reaching around 30 miles per hour, but we could have an occasional gust around the immediate coast around 20 to 25 mile per hour this afternoon. Winds will die down through the overnight hours, but they will remain breezy for some of those higher elevations overnight into tomorrow morning. Temperatures for you today, still not bad, even though we are going to be slightly cooler. We're still going to be in those mid-70s on the north side of the bay. Again, plenty of sunshine out there. We'll start to get rid of those low clouds on the north side of the bay come around lunchtime there. San Lorenzo Valley, you'll be in those 80s this afternoon, upper 70s to low 80s for those higher elevations. In Davenport, a nicer day for you actually. We'll actually be in those low 70s. North side of the bay will be warmer with those 70s, but cooling down quickly as you head south into Marina at 64, 70 for Salinas, 84 for Hollister. Still a warm one for the Santa Clara Valley. We'll be in those mid to upper 80s, but certainly not those 90s we were seeing yesterday. Cool spot will be the Monterey Peninsula in those low to mid 60s. Very similar temperatures to what you were seeing yesterday afternoon. With that said, low clouds hanging out in that area today might make it feel a little bit cooler. And then up and down the Salinas Valley, we're going to see those temperatures in those 80s for the most part. We'll be a little bit cooler on the north side of the valley, Gonzales in those upper 70s, and still a toasty one for those inland areas. We're going to be in those mid to upper 90s once again this afternoon. Once you're back around the coast, Big Sur, you'll be in those low 80s, upper 70s for Carmel Valley. Overnight lows, not too much different to what we're waking up to this morning. Most of us will be in those 50s.